What goes on, guys? It is WrestleMania right here, returned with another video. WrestlePalooza is over, and enthusiasts are nonetheless looking to method what they atched with inside the establishing suit, with Brock Lesnar pummeling John Cena like he owed him cash. Join us now as WrestleAmy appears on the actual motives why Brock Lesnar destroyed John Cena at WrestlePalooza. Be positive to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling films, and comply with us on Facebook for one-of-a-kind list. That turned into absolutely a hard nighttime for John and a few enthusiasts. It turned into like looking Cena's 2014 SummerSlam suit against Brock Lesnar all over again because the Beast incarnate manhandled him from begin to finish. Cena established a short, however futile comeback, hitting more than one AA's most effective for Brock to kick out, after which continued to hit everywhere from 6 to 123 F5s, depending on who you requested or regardless of the case. Number 1. WWE desired to surprise its enthusiasts. A Triple H promised masses of exhilaration for WrestlePalooza and a few large surprises. While the WWE search engine's first PL on ESPN turned into a mean display at first class, which included a complete absence of any significant surprises, it is apparent WWE notion looking Brock Lesnar dismantle John Cena at the closing leg of his farewell excursion turned into an electrifying manner to begin the display. While it turned into stunning in a few sense, a few enthusiasts felt it wasn't the first-class manner to honor the person repeatedly praised with the aid of using WWE's search engine's announcers because the finest of all time. As no cause Cena needed to win, certainly he had a robust win-loss file for the duration of his farewell excursion. Something pretty distinct than his closing few years in WWE, now no longer even choosing up a singles win considering the fact that 2018. Nevertheless, Cena failed to should seem like a punk at WrestlePalooza. Or did he? Number 2. Cena is leaving, and Brock isn't. A short of John and WWE operating the enthusiasts, which is highly not likely. The 17th-time global champion is leaving on the stop of 2025, and he is now no longer coming returned, at the least for a suit. However, Brock Lesnar is another story. The Beast is returned after a 2-year vacation, and it is believed he has inked a brand new deal earlier than his return at this year's SummerSlam. That means WWE, as a blue-chip wrestler, it may use as needed, and one it glaringly desires to maintain as a menacing figure. While it is smooth to fold WWE for having Cena lose in one of these lopsided manner, there may be a few merit to the concept that in case you need to place over the fellow who's sticking around, failed to suggest that John Cena needed to look susceptible with inside the method. Number 3. The suit turned into motivation. A Brock's decisive win may be partially because of WWE control looking to persuade Lesnar that they failed to signal him to a brand new deal to place midcard XX over. WWE may also have even instructed Lesnar that they'd large plans for him and that his suit with Cena would be a repeat of 2014 SummerSlam, showing how a great deal religion they have got in him. John Cena has been very covered in 2025. So, a win like Brock's is a major achievement, especially for someone who has been out of motion for therefore long. This would not be the primary time a promoter notion, a labored achievement, turned into a proverbial carrot he ought to use to lure a wrestler. Number 4. Cena's quest for 100 wins continues to be unfulfilled. Can John Cena get to 100 singles PL wins earlier than he is retired? He's absolutely near at 99, and WWE has been reminding enthusiasts that it is Resident Gat is absolutely last in. However, it is nearly October, and the clock is ticking. Cena, most effective, has 5 appearances left. This means that he has much less time to seal the deal. A win at WrestlePalooza ought to have been Cena's 100th win, a massive milestone sweetened even more by beating Brock Lesnar. Regrettably for Cena, that is now no longer what befell, and he has to discover a manner to win if he desires to set another file. In John's case, a personal file because The Undertaker has nicely over 100 PL wins except prevailing his 17th global title. Number 5. Brock's large boast. Interestingly enough, Brock can now boast that he now no longer most him to lose to superstars WWE assume will gain from a win as one-sided as Brock's become tonight. Granted, one might assume WWE could deliver a huge win like this to a person who isn't always hooked up as Brock Lesnar. An argument that fanatics were clearly making while Brock snapped The Undertaker's unbeaten streak at WrestleMania 30. However, it is clean, WWE needs Brock on the pinnacle of the food chain. Cena made it clean in interviews that he desired his farewell excursion to be approximately giving again to the fanatics and the WWE via way of means of operating any applications they asked for, which additionally caused a dreadful selection to show him heel. Fans can now upload getting squashed via way of means of Lesnar to the questionable reserving Cena agreed to in 2025. Number 7. The squash units up a rematch at tonight's Cena, as opposed to Lesnar in shape, become construct as their final encounter. However, considering the fact that while fanatics ever believed something promoters said, case in point, Triple H promising that Russell Plus could be complete of surprises. Tonight's in shape might have been the setup for a heated rematch, wherein Cena needs a rematch with Lesnar and digs deep to expose his fanatics that whilst he's nearing the give-up of his career, he's nevertheless abiding via way of means of his creed of hustle, loyalty, and respect. Cena, as opposed to Lesnar Element 2, if booked correctly. And manifestly, fanatics do not need to look. Cena get flattened a second time in a row, should deliver John a super send-off at Saturday night's important occasion or the upcoming Crown Jewel display. Everyone loves an underdog, and any rematch among John and Brock goes to have the percentages favoring Lesnar. The perfect manner to promote this in shape. Number 8. Brock as opposed to Cena in War Games. Now, despite the fact that Cena's dance card can be too complete to squeeze in any other in shape with the Beast incarnate, that does not rule out John Cena going through Lesnar and Paul Heyman's new group in a War Games in shape. Now that War Games is Survivor Series tradition, fanatics realize that they could count on seeing a chief feud play out in a two-cage structure. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed are a lock, and Brock should be part of in both leaving matters as a 4-on-4 in shape or including any other member to Seth's group. As for Cena's partners, Roman Reigns and CM Punk are the nice candidates. And with Jey and/or Jimmy Uso becoming in well, despite the fact that there are masses other superstars who should display up, putting Cena into the War Games in shape will deliver him a super hazard to paintings in shape he's by no means competed in, including even extra star strength to the belt and giving Cena a hazard to tame the beast. Number 9. Fanatics will marvel what Brock's recreation with Heyman is. What become Paul Heyman and his pal in preference to patron doing collectively for tonight's in shape? The concept of Lesnar aligning himself with Heyman appears first-rate, while you recall how Heyman betrayed him to assist Roman Reigns. Then again, that is wrestling wherein alliances of comfort are usually made to get an advantage. Now, fanatics can most effective marvel if Brock is the use of Heyman to get near Seth so he can strike and take hold of the World Heavyweight Championship, or Heyman is the use of Lesnar in any other of his complicated schemes to assist himself. Number 10. A person can get revenge for Cena. Or will Owen Cena get revenge he wishes in opposition to Brock Lesnar? Now, it is too early to tell. And whilst we've cautioned a few eventualities wherein Cena should strike again, Brock's win additionally opens a door for babyfaces to step up and venture Brock. In a regular international, there might not be many humans inclined to tackle Lesnar after he annihilated Cena. But in a dramatic international of wrestling, babyfaces will now no longer take kindly to Brock's mindless beating of Cena. Who will step as much as venture Lesnar may be a compelling storyline, mainly if WWE offers him a few real competition in place of going with the predictable tail line of R-Truth, going for payback. Lesnar's go back to the pinnacle of the mountain should see a few conventional rematches, which include Lesnar as opposed to Orton, or maybe a few new ones. Number 11 units Brock up as international identify contender. Tonight's trouncing Cena additionally shot Brock proper again into the identify.